Hello.
I feel so zen and
Ta-da.
peaceful after that.
I love our intro. At first, I was like, I don't know if this is our intro music, but then I was like, yes, I love it.
And look at us both repping and
Repping the merch.
flag. Oh, I love it. It's so
Say hi.
comfortable. Cozy.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then on the back,
Mm-hmm.
mind, body, and soul. I love our hoodies. They're so cute.
Yeah.
Hello, Mom.
Yes.
Jennie.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I feel like it's been crazier this week than it should be. But I feel tired. Just before I got on here, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired.
Did Mercury just go in retrograde or something? Some shit? Mercury go in Gatorade or something?
I don't know, but I'm feeling it. I'm going to look into that.
There is some really chaotic energy happening for a lot of people right now, including me.
Including me.
Including me. So, should we talk for a minute about last night?
Yeah. And then also, just so that you guys know, oh, yeah. So I ordered my mom, I got my mom a really cool pendulum. She'll have to send pictures. Um, just while Jennie and I are chatting, if you want a reading, if you want a card or yes or no question, just start to comment in the comments and we will get you in order as we start doing that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Last night was good. Last night was Rising,
Uh-huh.
which
Yeah.
is like Jennie and I's jam. We are the guides for Rising, which is the online, I hate to say group coaching,
No,
but
group healing class.
yes, group healing
Group healing.
um, thing that we lead. It's super fun and it's all about, we're in this like 3 months of reparenting.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah.
Yeah. And last night was body week because we do, of course, we're the mind body collective. So last week we talked about the mind and reparenting in the mind and what it means. And this week we were like, okay, what is reparenting in the body? What does that look like? And I don't know how much we're going to actually get into like the topic of what we talked about, but the lessons we learned doing the class, because one of the things that we talked about is discipline. Right? Like whether your parents were like domineering disciplinarians or like hippy dippy, flowy, fluffy, didn't discipline at all,
Yeah.
we still have to relearn how to discipline ourselves the way we want to what serves us for our highest good. And one of the things in there was about your inner critic and how you talk to yourself and how, if you think about little toddlers, when they're learning something new, like learning how to walk for the first time is a really beautiful example. It's one of my favorites because anytime a little toddler is like standing up and trying to like take that first step and then they crumble and fall, you're like, oh, yay, good job, you did it. Let's do it again. Come on, you can do it. But for some reason, as adults, when we start to learn something new, like last night, Jasmine and I were using this new platform.
Yes.
And we were making mistakes. We were learning new things. We fell down a couple of times.
We did.
And as adults, we sometimes kind of go, what's wrong with you? Get your life together. Why can't you figure this out?
It's true. It is true. I was like, so last night we get done, and Jennie and I are very like connected, and we like to talk, and we like to chit chat, and we like to kind of banter back and forth, not just with ourselves, but with people we're working with. But we're kind of moving because we have more people joining Rising all the time, and we're going to run out of space in that way. So we're trying to figure that out. And I was not gentle and kind to myself. I was kind of like, I felt defeated and disappointed. And like, I was just, we're never going to get this. And after we kind of slept on it and like talked to each other through it, it's like, no, it's okay. It was just our first time. We're going to be able to do it.
even a moment where both of us, we didn't verbalize this out loud, but afterwards when we were kind of going over, okay, what are your thoughts? How did you feel about this? Where both of us were like, screw it. We're going back to the other way. This is too hard. We can't figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
But like both of us on our own, because we're also in the middle of having these inner thoughts, teaching a class.
Yeah.
And we both were like, no, we can do this. We're going to figure this out. We thank you for your patience. And like, that's talking to ourselves. Like, okay, we got this. We got this. We're okay. We're going to figure it out. So yeah.
So you guys can do it too.
You can do it too. And basically the thing that I love about this is like, we don't claim to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And what we love about Rising is that we are right there with you. And yes, we have a lot of tools and we have a lot of knowledge and gifts, and we still use them and we still need to use them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, oh, check, done. I did that. Now I got it.
Now I'm on to the next thing.
It's like we're still learning too as we go. And so it's really beautiful to be on that journey of rising together.
I do love that. That is one of my favorite things about Rising. And just in the group chat and in our Marco Polo, which is like this video chat thing that everyone has with us. We're just like, thank you so much, guys. We're figuring it out. And I appreciated that we are in this community where no one was flipping out, no one was freaking out, and everyone, I hope, still feel loved and appreciated.
Yes.
But it is hard. And I think it's a reminder, like we talk a lot about our business on here. Mm-hmm. Carrie and I always did in the beginning, and we still do talk a lot about how it's a relationship. It is, I mean, there's 4 of us who run this studio. We all have opinions. We all kind of will work together and figure it out. And the business itself is this relationship with lots of people. And we're not always perfect and we don't always do it right. But I think it always, for me, is a beautiful reminder that if you just have the best of intentions and you try your best, good things happen for you.
Amen.
And you have a support system of people that are going through it at the same time as you.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And we have fun while we do it.
And we have fun.
We like to have fun while doing it. So I had someone today tell me that I was their favorite inner child person to play with. It was like,
oh, that's so exciting.
Inner child was like, they chose me.
Jennie is the funnest inner child person. So speaking of inner children.
Yes.
Oh, look at this, guys. Okay. So I have a problem. You guys know I'm a crystal master. I work a lot with stones, and I got this beauty. Look at the sparkle on her in my ring light. My ring light's
mm-hmm.
It has been hanging out in the bathtub with me. I got it a couple days ago. It's been hanging out in the bathtub with me. Clear quartz is phenomenal. I don't know, maybe it's not underrated. I don't think people talk about how amazing it is enough because I really love clear quartz. I don't have any more right here, but I just wanted to share my new baby that I love so much. And you guys can just look at it for just a minute. If you guys have some stones that you love, I would love to see photos. I would love to see pictures of stones.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm learning something new. I'm going to try something right now.
Oh boy. Jennie's going rogue. I don't know what's happening. She likes to shock me when we go live. It's her shock and awe. Right. Say hi when you guys come on. I see a few of you.
Who's here? Work?
I don't know what are you trying to do?
I tried to put the thing up on the bottom of the screen that says if you want a card pull or a yes, no. I did it in captions. Where do I do it?
Oh, here. There you go.
How'd you do that?
You have to click show. Like now it says hide when you scroll over top of it.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. You do.
Now click show.
Okay.
I'll let you do it.
I did it. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Huzzah. I learned something new. See, I'm learning.
Hello, Josie. Hello, friend. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, card pulls. Let's do this.
Yes. So I've got a couple of. He keeps wanting to say hi.
I I love that dragon. That dragon has a bit of a story. I actually bought it for me.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
it quickly went to Jennie's house.
So this is my art journal, and I was at a retreat in January.
All right, Josie, we have you, friend.
Yeah.
She says she wants one, please.
And I birthed my first dragon at a retreat in January last year. And then in March, we had a retreat. And Jasmine's like, hey, look at my cute new dragon. And I went, and she went,
I did do that.
literally, she turned away. I think he's yours, but I don't want to give him to you yet.
I just had bought him.
I know he's very special. And so I was just like, okay, just trust the process. And then I did bring my art journal to the retreat, and you guys, look at this. Like, this is my dragon.
It was perfect. I did in return get a dragon egg from Jennie, which I love very, very much. So
yes. There was energetic trade. So, but he's like, hey, I want to say hi.
Hello. It's so cute. It's organite, and then it has red jasper inside. Okay, Josie. I feel like I have your card. Turmeric.
Spicy. Oh my gosh, that card deck is gorgeous.
Divine, right? It's divine. We have this card deck in stock at the studio, so if you want it, just comment. If you want any of the card decks that we use, we can get a hold of them. So, enthusiasm and suppression. Let's see. Ooh, wake up, guys. Hello. Hi, Sarah. We miss you too. I'm feeling, Josie, I'm feeling so much like gentle love for you. Like it's just love. I'm like, oh, here. It's like they're kind of spreading the turmeric around you. Like they're just like, oh, let's give you so much love. Let's give you so much love. Let's see what it has to say as we go through the card. I'm just feeling like an enormous amount of love. Like I feel love a lot, but this is extra.
I'm seeing like this cozy cup of golden milk, which is made out of turmeric, golden milk. Yes. And just like this golden cup of just like, like right here in the heart, and it's warming up the heart, and you're smelling it and just breathing in the warm, rich smell. I'm salivating now too.
All righty, let's see what she has to say. So I want to say the affirmation first. I love to say the affirmation first so that you can get this like really positive energy. Each new day, I am eager and excited, and I am a shining beacon of inspiration. Each new day, I am eager and excited, and I am a shining beacon of inspiration. I'm a shining beacon of inspiration. Turmeric is a plant that is native to India and tropical southern Asia. Her roots, where her essence comes from, have a deep orange, fleshy representation of enthusiasm, creativity, determination. And I also really feel a lot of like solar plexus energy.
I'm literally placing, well, for me, it's sacral, or the sacral energy. I'm like in here going, ooh, and Kundalini's wanting to move through some sacral energy.
Here it's saying it's connected to the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra, and the third eye chakra. The turmeric has the power of warding off evil spirits and purifying whatever it touches. It makes sense that they're spreading it, like that we're feeling this kind of spread all over your body. It's like you just kind of, it feels like you just went through some stuff, and it's like your guides are like, you can breathe now. Like it's time to just nourish your body. And I really am feeling a lot like on your skin, really feeling it on your skin. So interesting. It says it's time for you to transform and create a new path. Your old one is not working any longer, and maybe your path just needs some mowing and some weeding. It is your creative time. Go and act with the power and determination. If you relate to the negative aspect of the turmeric, it's time in your life to let go. You might be on suppressing pain or carrying guilt, but you must let it go. You must let it go. Allow this beautiful part of this turmeric, allow this sacral third eye connection to help you and guide you towards really like Divine Mother. Really Divine Mother. Think deeply. What are you ashamed about that stops you from speaking your truth? And doesn't like it is time for you to be that shiny beacon. It really is time. How does that feel? How does that feel? Oh, Sarah, just come to class and we'll help you sign up. We'll help you get it figured out. Do you have Sarah's card, Jennie?
Oh, did she want a card?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see her say she wanted one. Okay. Do you want a card, Sarah? We can get you one.
Yeah, she said she would love one. She said, okay. I would love a card. Cool. Wow, on point. Oh, I'm so glad. That really was a beautiful card. I felt so much love.
There was.
I'm excited to see where you are. You'll have to check in with us in a few weeks and tell us how you're feeling.
Okay, Sarah, my dear. I've got Byron Katieisms. She is one of my favorite teachers. Love her books and her YouTube. Man, I'm feeling some throat chakra stuff and some sacral stuff. So I'm just going to move through. I did not bring my water down. Silly Jennie. Okay, Sarah. What does Sarah need? Okay. Ooh, it wants three cards. Okay. So the first one, the teacher you need is the person you're living with. And sometimes that's you, the one inside your head. And sometimes it's our children, our parents, our partner, a roommate. Let's see what else comes up as we read all of these. Forgiveness means realizing what you thought happened didn't. Ooh, this one can be really, really hard sometimes because we really love our stories. And sometimes we will defend them to the death instead of really going, okay, can we like maybe peek out of our blinders and see what else I'm maybe not seeing about the story because I've been so in my own head about it, like right here. And then the last, gratitude is what we are without a story. So I'm feeling like there's a relationship here, and it could be with yourself, that there's some forgiveness that needs to happen, really looking at the story and questioning what is the truth of it. And then once you look into that, you're going to feel that gratitude. Oh, it's Canyon. Okay. Yeah, our kids are for sure 100% our best teachers. Today is my youngest's birthday. Drew Babe turned 12 today. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to get emotional, and it's fine. They wanted to volunteer at the Humane Society because they love animals. And I was like, yes. And nobody else can take them because everybody else is allergic to cats and other dogs. We have a lot of allergies at our house. And we had taken this dog out for a walk and to play with it. And it's a breed that a lot of people are afraid of. And a lot of places won't even let them live there because this breed has been used for fights and can be scary sometimes. But it's not the dog. It's the way it's raised. And Drew was like, Mom, isn't it so sad that some people don't like these dogs just because of their breed and the way they look? I'm like, yeah, Drew, that is really sad because, they can be really sweet and beautiful animals. And Drew goes, it's kind of like humans, Mom. Like some people don't like other people just because of the color of their skin. And I was like, my mama heart was like, oh my gosh, You've got it, kid. You've got it. And it's not really
Figure it out.
how they look. It's more about who they are, Mom. And I was like, yes, preach. And you are our future. Hallelujah. We are going to make some awesome change in this world. So
It's going to be okay. The world is going to be okay.
Trying really hard. Sarah's trying really hard to forgive herself for letting go. Yeah.
I think it's such an interesting thing. I want thinking about grief. Grief is so interesting. And I feel like people have a very interesting relationship with it because we have this idea that just because we move on, just because we move and choose a different direction, that we must totally forget everything about the old one, that we have to do this enormous letting go, that we have to burn all the pictures and end all the memories, and we can never think about it again, and we can never have beauty in it. And it's just not true. I don't think that's the purpose of grief. I think grief is this emotion that really helps us say, okay, it's time for us to let go, and helps us in the process of letting go as far as our day-to-day life is right now. That doesn't mean you have to let go of something forever and never think fondly of it again, because that's the only way you can heal, because that's not true. You can still have fond memories of something that wasn't maybe for your highest good, but there are still beautiful things in it and still lessons that you learned because of it. So really being mindful that, like, think about the kid who wore, we're talking about kids a lot. We're in reparenting. Think about the kid that wore the cape every single day at school, right? The silly cape that you could not get your kid out of anymore. Does the kid now that they're older wear the cape anymore? No. But does he still look fondly at the cape now? Yeah. It just doesn't sound as good anymore because he's going to get really made fun of. And well, let's just face it, some things we have to kind of let go of.
Yeah. Jerry has actually been feeling called to teach a class on grief and like overcoming grief, because he's had so much death and so many people leave his life, not just in the physical realm, but also just energetically leaving. And I was like, oh, and here we are having this conversation. I'll have to let him know. One of my favorite ways to talk about this, like moving on and okay to let go, is our digestive system.
Yeah. Just real quick, Jenny, there's a bunch of new people popping on. So I just want to say to them super quick, hey, if you guys want us to pull a card for you, answer yes, no question, please let us know. We just kind of chat as we're all hanging out together. So don't be afraid to ask for a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So on grief and being okay to let go, and our bodies teach us so much, so much, because when you eat an apple, the body takes in what it needs and pulls it wherever it needs it. And then the stuff that it doesn't need, it lets it go. It releases it. And so one fun little way of checking in with how well you are with either holding on to things or letting go of things is checking in with your bowel movements. We're going to talk about poop. But if you're stuck and you don't poop every day, then you're holding on to too much stuff. If you're just right, then you're not really taking in and holding on to, okay, I like this, I could use this, and you're just letting it all flow through you. So it's finding that balance of, okay, I really want to hold on to this. This is really serving me. This memory makes me happy, but this part of it, not so much. So we're going to let that go.
Yeah. Keeping the nutrition part of what you eat and letting go of the rest.
Yep. Yeah. What serves you.
Okay. Yes, Kate, I will pull a card.
Yay. Hi, Kate. Hi, Jason. He's right here. We love it when the divine masculine shows up.
Coriander.
Ooh.
Coriander. So this boat guy, does he have a beer? No. I was like, does he have a beer on the boat? It's not. It's one of those like
telescopes.
Yes. I'm like, man, this is very interesting.
It's not a telescope.
Coriander. Perspective and life mission. Perspective and life mission. I need to grab my elements here. It feels like you're blocked in this area, and I want to see a bit where what kind of emotion you're blocked in. Perspective and life mission. Can I connect to energy? I have my elements tray down here. I'm not just looking at my lap. Oh, I'm feeling like there is a lot of suppressed anger, frustration. There's something that you want to change that you're really second guessing yourself. You're making it pretty hard. There's a lot of, oh, yes, I want to change. No, I don't want to change. Yes, I want this. No, I don't want this. Oh, I'm angry, but like not too angry. Like it feels like you're trying to look at every single perspective, looking at all of these different things, and you're not just feeling where you're at. That's kind of what I'm feeling. You're trying to take on opinions of too many people. So it's not perspective so much in a positive way. I'm feeling perspective in this overwhelming way. Because sometimes we can get too many options. Let's see what the card. This is a new deck for me, so I am not as familiar. Everyone is born with a certain mission to accomplish. Everyone who walks on this earth has his or her responsibilities in life. The affirmation of this deck says, I am aligned with my purpose at all times, and I am now achieving my mission. I am aligned with my purpose at all times, and I am now achieving my mission. If coriander has come to you in your reading, it is because you are lacking in truthfulness at this time in your life. Take time to explore your life mission, to plan ahead on how to fulfill your destiny here on earth. Coriander is a seed that you are planting today to fulfill the future tomorrow. Be patient in finding yourself takes time and dedication. And I'm reminded of this. I heard this a long time ago, actually, like when we first started the studio. Someone said to me, what you're doing today will show up in 3 months. What you're doing today will show up in 3 months. And that's always been a quote that I sort of live my life by, is what I'm doing today is not going to show up today. It's not going to show up next week. It's going to show up in 3 months from now. So your guys are wanting to know that. What you're doing right now is not going to show up right away. So give yourself some grace to just follow this path and allow it to work through. Really questioning yourself, questioning everything and saying, is this my true path? Is this my true mission? And am I in alignment with who I am? Or am I in alignment with who other people think I should be?
So the Essential Emotions app, I looked up coriander, and it says it's the oil of integrity, specifically integrity with the self. The person in need of coriander may be trapped in a cycle of serving others while neglecting their own needs.
Yeah.
So coriander moves the individual from doing things for the acceptance of others to honoring and living from the true self.
Tell us how that feels.
That's amazing. Do you have coriander oil at your house? I have some, and I was like, what do I use this for? Well, now I know.
You just learned it.
Ooh, aligned with my true self. Yes, please.
I feel like that's such a thing that's coming. And I find myself asking that question all the time. Is this alignment with who I really am?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sorting out this year and saying, okay, is this something I need to be doing, or is this not for me? Yeah. And I'm getting a lot of no. Mm-hmm. A lot of nope, this is not for you. This is not for you. Does anyone else like a card pull or yes or no questions? Don't be shy. We see you out there.
We see you.
We see you. I'm loving this deck, by the way. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm like, oh, I think I need one of those. Oh.
He says, reframing what he has coming in the next few months. Yeah. That feels true. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how asking these questions about if it's in your alignment will start to guide you to bigger and better.
Are you guys going to come to a relationship retreat? That would be so fun.
That would be super fun.
It
That
should
would
be
be super
right
fun.
now. Yeah. Oh, so
You have a
powerful.
relationship retreat coming up here in springtime, spring, summery time.
March.
Especially since Jenny and I are like super obsessed with like sacred connection
Mhm.
and sacral connection. Mom, don't listen to that.
No, good for you.
Of course it is. Spring is good. Spring is good. We were going to do it sooner and then it just didn't feel quite right.
Yeah.
So we pushed it off
Yeah.
to be a little later. To be a little later.
Mhm. This divine, we taught a class on Monday night with uh, a woman and a man who had never met each other before. And how far is it okay to share?
Let's just say that it is really powerful. Sometimes when there's a particular sex that you have been wounded by
Mm-hmm.
or have been avoiding in fear of wounding them, when they come together for this beautiful healing moment and like especially because they didn't ever know each other, so they don't have any preconceived notions. It's just pure, like, I feel like it's the most purest unconditional love. Like, I just want the good for you because you're a human and I'm a human and we're on this journey together. And yeah, it's it was so beautiful because they both needed exactly what the other person had.
Yes.
They both needed to be together. And I don't even think couple has to be opposite sex. It
It,
just
no.
having that sacred connection with someone who you may or may not know, but really spending time and saying, okay, am I open to receiving love? Most people are not. Am I open to receive the beautiful things? Am I willing to give? And really starting to be able to dial that in and notice whether you're open to receiving love. Because we have so many people in our life who wish us well, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have way more people in our life that wish us well than wish us ill.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're not open to receiving that love, if we're not interested in receiving that love from anyone because we just can't receive love at all, they're not getting anything but the hate. So it feels like no one is there to love us.
Yeah. It was so powerful because they both got to release and receive what they
Mhm.
needed to release and receive while simultaneously giving what the other person needed to release and receive. Like it was just so magical. Shelly, yes, we would love to see you at classes.
Yes, 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 yes. I don't know you, but I feel like we could have lots of fun.
Mm,
We could
yeah.
have lots of fun.
Now we've got some more time. If anybody wants cards, a
Or
card
has
pull or a
questions.
yes no question, or if you've already had one and you want another one, we
We're
can do
here. We're hanging
that.
out.
Yeah.
Jenny, you should pull a card for me. That'd be fun.
Okay. All
Let's
right.
see what my guides have to tell me. They sit
Got
down and shut up. Jenny, grow up. Stop trying to do everything.
And you get two. Oh, okay. So the last story, God is everything and God is good. And what Byron Katie defines as God is reality. Reality in this moment, right now, is the truth, is the only truth. Because
Yeah.
yesterday doesn't exist and tomorrow does not exist. And so this is the last story that reality is good and reality is everything. And then this one's interesting. This is one of my favorites, and I use this one a lot. I never make a decision. When the time is right, the decision makes itself. And this is like this
That's
energy
so
where
true.
it's been like a lot of people, especially in the new year right now, this go, 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 and I've got to make shit happen. But you're like, I know what I do today is going to come to fruition in 3 months.
Yeah.
So I know that I don't have to really make a decision when the time's right. It's going to just make itself and it's going to be aligned and it's going to be right because right now,
Yeah.
everything is good and I'm in alignment.
Yeah,
That's
100%. these cards are so interesting. So I've been rereading Sophia Code and really connecting with the words of Sophia: love, God, universe, reality, energies around us. It's really interesting that that comes up. And I had so many plans for stuff. I had a couple courses that I wanted to do this year, and I had to back out of both of them because it is just the time to sit. And I feel like that is such a thing that I also coach people on is don't get so obsessed with the next course. Because if that is happening for you, and it was happening for me, if that is happening for you, that means that you're just chasing something that's really within you.
Yeah.
Courses and education and information support who you really are. So if you're chasing one um to be this like magic fix, and you're not needing, like for me, I felt like it was like, girl, you already know the stuff that you need to do the work, so stop trying to pay for more information right now. You don't need it because you already have it. Sometimes you need that help. Sometimes you need that support to understand and get the words, but sometimes you just need to sit down. And you need someone to sit down with you, which is why I love Rising so much, because sometimes it's like, just sit your ass down, stop and be in the feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have some cards.
We do.
Questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to come take a couple classes. All right. Okay, ladies. How is this little movie vacation going to go for me? Can you tell me about that? Little movie vacation. Are you going somewhere to watch a movie? Tell me more. Are you going to be in a movie? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Rachel, I've been feeling awful. Can you tell me? Oh, yeah. All right, let's see here.
Pendulum time.
We can.
While we get more info from Shelly, we'll
Yeah, Shelly, give us a little more info. Rachel. I'm just connecting. I have a energy grid here right in front of me. So let's talk about some life rhythms. I think Jenny's going to end up pulling a card, so we'll see what that card calls to as well.
Okay. So I pulled a mantra that you get to chant to help you in the process of healing. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. I am fearless. Let me see what else it has to say.
Oh, that like feels so appropriate. Tell me, it feels like your body is super like warm, like your body is trying. So I'm going to take a step back and explain something really quick. So we work in something called 5 elements, and it's the rhythm of your life, right? The first rhythm being fear, the second rhythm being fear and the unknown, being the first one, and then Jenny pulls a fear card. The second one being anger and change, the third one being fire, warmth, joy, excitement, agitation, and you have a lot of energy and fire. And a lot of times fire can be this really beautiful ultimate cleanse, but also can make you really hot, and it can make you have a hard time avoiding and sitting in the fear that you have. And I'm feeling like right now your guides in your body is trying to tell you to slow down, really listen to what your body is telling you, because your body is going to be very, very clear in what is wrong with it. And we can kind of dig deeper, but that's like the first initial thing is like, sit thy ass down, calm, relax your body, and your body is going to give you a very, very clear answer. And it's going to be very much an emotional thing that you just have been afraid of making the change.
Yes. So are you ready to hear what the card says?
Yeah.
So Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. So this is your mantra. I am fearless, develops trust and ease with the flow of life, cultivates fearlessness and strength to the core of self. What normally stops you in your tracks? Fear is a powerful and convincing emotion. Notice it doesn't say bad. It doesn't say it's a bad emotion, right? Just it's powerful. Find out where it is coming from, the root cause, then you can let it go. Openness and trust diminishes fear. Don't anticipate an outcome. Be open to all possibilities. Meet each situation openly. Experience shows us, even though there is uncertainty, it can bring about the best outcomes and learnings. The painful ghost of memory is an illusion, right? Byron Katie, anything in the past, right, doesn't exist. That's not reality anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Live in the present, because in the present, that is God, that is source, that is everything. Celebrate life, and appreciating what shows up changes the vibration from fear to gratitude. The more we praise and celebrate our life, the more there is to celebrate. So I'm feeling like this is totally an emotional sickness that's happening.
It is. It feels 100% emotional. It
And
really
this
does.
is like everybody on the planet is going through this fear right now.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah. Om Durgaye Namaha.
Can this be due to having a coach and changing my whole life? So, did you just start your spiritual journey? Very much could be ascension symptoms. We've talked about this before, ascension symptoms. Sometimes when we're jumping vibration and we're not really open, like there's a little part of our body that's like, oh, no, 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 I don't.
My face
Your
is
body,
so
it just makes it harder. People will talk about like their Kundalini awakenings and different things and having like a lot of forehead pain because it's ascension symptoms. Yeah, that feels true.
My face is on fire.
That's awesome. Well, I'm
Girl.
glad that you have someone who's helping you through this process. I would definitely let her know. Does she know that you are struggling with some sickness? Really talk to her about it. And if you need some more help, let us know.
Yes.
Okay.
Kate.
Kate, will you check my relationship with my body? Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. While you're checking, Byron Katie threw 2 cards out. Everyone is a mirror of yourself, your own thinking coming back at you. So what are like a good a clue of how you're feeling about your own body and what's going on in your bodies? How are you thinking about other people's bodies? So there's one. Seeking love keeps you from the awareness that you already have it, that you are it. We talked about this today too. Seeking, 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 seeking. Something outside of you. It's not outside of you. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. And everything outside of you is a pure reflection of what's going on in here. And here.
Yes. So I'm feeling like it's not so much with your body, that the relationship that came up more was your emotional relationship and how you move about the world, how your body functions. And this is, you already know this, having more joy, having more excitement in relationships. And so you were stuck in fire and then you were unwinding in earth. And I say this because I'm sure that you checked yours too and you were just curious to see if you matched, and you know elements pretty well. So what I'm feeling with that fire energy is what we talked about earlier in the Marco. I think that was today or yesterday, I don't remember. um, Making sure that you have genuine excitement and not feeling like you have to be excited for someone or that it is a character flaw that you're not. Allowing you to express your excitement and express your emotions with people in a way that feels natural and pure to you, because otherwise you're going to feel not in alignment with who you are. You don't have to show joy and excitement the same way as other people. You don't have to be Jennie.
No, I was going to say that. I'm like, you don't have to be like me.
You don't have to be like, wah!
Sometimes I hear my Marcos and I'm like, whoa, am I that crazy? Calm down.
We were listening to Jennie and I were getting a bunch of links to put on our Rising website, and I had turned Jennie on, and she was on the camera with me, and all you hear is, "Hey!" And Jennie's like, "Stop screaming! Why am I screaming all the time?" Just makes
I'm so excited, you guys. Okay.
Yeah. Ponder on that, Kate.
Jessica, I've got you. Okay. this one, and this
You
is
can totally appreciate and love Jennie's excitement, but
yeah,
don't feel like you have to be that.
yeah, that level.
Yeah.
So this is the good tarot. And we got all this fire energy tonight. The King of Fire. King of Fire. So let's see what the King of Fire has for you, Jessica. King of Fire. Okay. Look at like what's on his face. These wings, and then coming out of his third eye.
Are those horses?
Are they?
Well, maybe not. Maybe they're just wings. They just look different. I like them. I like fairy wings.
Those are so cool.
I don't think I've ever seen this deck. I've seen a lot of your
wings or butterfly. Is it a butterfly?
I don't know. It looks awesome.
Yeah, he's gorgeous. Okay, so spiritual influencer, creative, inspired leadership. When I am aligned with spirit, I am a powerful leader who inspires others. My mastery benefits others as I teach them, directly at times and indirectly at others, modeling what they might aspire to. How can I be confident in my own abilities and vision without becoming rigid or closed off to new ideas? Ooh. Look at the heart, the center.
I'm gonna check her relationship. Just like swallow my own spit.
Some beautiful heart energy in there. Some sun, fire energy. Is there more? There's a mandala up at the top here.
My coven leadership ability. I'm just looking into your relationship with that, Jessica, if it's okay.
How can I be confident in my own abilities and vision without becoming rigid or closed off to new ideas? It's a beautiful question to just sit and journal, meditate on.
So as I look into your elements, there's this connection between the unknown and the change that's happening for you. And it feels like you're really trying to not be frustrated about it. You're trying to be okay with what's happening, but you're questioning something there. And I feel like Source is saying, take a minute. Like, if you don't have all the information, and we talk about this all the time, if you don't have all the information that you need, take a second. Just whether or not I'm knowledgeable enough to teach. Teaching and leading is not about knowledge. Yes, you have to have some knowledge, obviously. You can't just be flowing and not know anything. But it's about your intuition. It's about trusting your own heart, trusting your own inner knowing that you will have the answer when the time is right. And you don't have to know everything right now. And you don't have to know everything at all. You can have a team of people who help you, and you can trust and rely on the people around you.
And the number one in that team is spirit, is source.
Yeah.
And the very first line, when I am aligned with spirit, I am a powerful leader who inspires. And spirit will give you all the information that you need when you need it if you are connected with them. So you don't ever have to worry about, did I read the right books? Did I blah, blah, blah. As long as you're connected to that source, you will be able to have everything you need to help lead this coven.
Yeah, you're a beautiful channel. Trust in your ability to. And you're in a community that I would hope also trusts and cherishes your ability to channel.
Yes. Oh, that is
good. It was 100% for you, and probably for a couple other people who are listening too.
Yeah.
Jen.
Oh yeah, Jen. Hey, girl.
Oh, I'm excited, friend. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time.
She's gonna get a card from each of us. Girl.
Oh man, it always makes me nervous when I can't read the name of a card because my dyslexic ass.
Roman chamomile.
Thank you. Consciousness and purposefulness. Consciousness and purposefulness. And I love how she's in blue. It's this beautiful angel in blue, and it's see-through in the bottom, and she's just like, man, I got this. I got this with this just kind of beautiful sun energy around her. Roman chamomile. I'm remembering these names. Oh, here we go. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. It's just like 2.0 of Jessica's stuff. Be yourself. Everyone's already taken. Take a different route. You have been encouraged to change course. It is time for you to find purpose and connect to your inner guidance and follow your inner compass. And I feel like the your is capitalized every time, like your guidance, your inner knowing, your feeling, your. What is your body telling you to do? Chamomile relaxes your energy and lets you become receptive, allowing to divine to help you and angelic love to come in. When things seem challenging, you are trying to go in a different direction than where you need to be going. So this is something that you guys hear us say this all the time. If you feel like you are pushing this boulder uphill the whole time, you feel like whatever you're doing is incredibly hard, then I'm not saying that hard things mean don't do them. I'm just saying maybe take a second and ask yourself if you really should be on this path. If you really should be doing this. Or if you are trying to put a round peg in a square hole. A square peg in a round hole. Whatever.
Same difference.
Sure. Z's. Let's see here. What else do we need to know? Chamomile essence. With chamomile essence, you let down your guard and let in the healing love of the universe. This is making me think of like when I always tell people, as you learn an energy modality, and I think it makes particular sense to you because you're getting ready to go to the Reiki retreat here soon. When you learn an energy modality, everyone has this like clamoring to know more. But sometimes when you're brand new and when you are just like, I trust in, I'm interested to see what Jennie is hiding from. I trust in source, I trust in guide. You are the purest channel because you're not trying to like figure out in your brain. You're just simply listening to what is happening. Your ego isn't really involved at all because you're like, I don't even know enough for my ego to even have a clue what the hell is happening. Okay, so the affirmation, and then I want to know what Jennie's card says. The affirmation. I'm aligned with my higher purpose, and I hear my inner voice and heed the call.
Aho. Okay, I love it when these things line up like this. Okay, my dear. 8 of Earth.
Oh, I love that one.
Tarot. This is 8 of Pentacles in traditional tarot. But in this deck, it's Earth, 8 of Earth. Okay. Even masters of their craft have more to learn, and I eagerly embrace the opportunity to go deeper, develop a greater understanding, and find new ways to apply what I know. So everything like that, knowing, deep knowing, and applying it. I acknowledge all I have learned and accomplished, because you've accomplished a lot, my dear. The skills I have developed and the goals I have reached. Now is the time to find new ways to apply what I already know to enhance my expertise. My beginner's awkwardness has melted away. Celebrate that, girl. And I know what I am doing now. I have the confidence to become more intimate with the work in all areas of my life.
Let it go. I'm so excited.
So
watch out for Jen. She is a badass bitch. And she's going to take the world by storm. By storm. How does that feel? Does that make sense? Wow, amazing. I really needed to hear those things. I love it. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for trusting us to be in your energy today. We love that. Okay, we have time for a couple more. If anyone has any follow-up questions or has been shy, now is the time, friends.
Yeah, probably two more.
Two more feels good. And then I'm gonna go and not take a nap. I'm gonna go relax.
I was thinking, oh, I've got this question for Jasmine. I should ask her to tune in. But now I can't think what it is. All right.
Well, whatever it was, here's the answer.
Okay. What is it? Oh, Melissa.
Shift your equilibrium.
Oh, okay. All right.
Shift your equilibrium. It feels like shit's about to be upside down for you.
This month, all of my everything is like chill. Be still. Don't worry. Don't stress. Just.
There's a perfect balance in all areas of my life, and I am creating a harmonizing life. Let's see. Yes. Light is coming to this particular situation. Any obstacle will be null and void. Your desired outcome will be created. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't overwhelm yourself by thinking over and over through the same situation. Know whatever you feel is right, is in alignment, is in grandeur. Soon you will feel stable. I think it's so funny when, I used to question cards and I used to be like, oh, well, yeah. But when you literally, multiple people pull the exact same message for you, or you pull and someone else pulls the exact same message for you before they even knew what the message was, I mean, do with that what you will.
Yeah.
Rachel, can you tell me how long it will take? What? For you to feel better? Ascension symptoms? I don't really know what you're shifting through. I think it takes, I don't know what you're shifting through. I don't know your personality style. I feel like what I'm hearing is you're a pusher and you try to force and this is not a bad thing. Don't take this with hearts. Some of us are control freaks and we want it to happen now. We want it to happen now. We want to push. So if you are laying in bed and you are thinking to yourself, how do I get this migraine out? And you're pushing this energy out all the time, that would mean that you're in this category of pushers. Like you're trying to force it to change. You're trying to force it to be done. A lot of times when I coach people through pain, I actually coach them through feeling it at a level 10. I tell them to turn it up all the way.
Turn it up. Turn it up. Break.
I tell them to turn it up all the way because what's happening is you are turning it up to 8 and then you're pushing it back down. You're turning it up to 8 and then you're pushing it back down. Turning it at 8, pushing it back down. Let me tap into particularly your migraine and see, where are you feeling your migraine at?
I'm feeling pressure right here.
That is what came to my mind.
I'm like, so what you resist persists, right? And so I feel like it's like this resist. And you're trying to pull away. And it's like, no, I'm trying to show you something. I'm trying to show you something. And migraines are like, your brain is expanding, literally.
Well, and it's so she's saying forehead. So that's very much third eye. Third eyes are hard. And that's where you feel stuff. I would be, Rachel, with these kind of things, I really prefer to actually have a session with someone. And I hate to say that because I'm never I'm not trying to sell anything to anyone. There's a lot of things that could help you. There's a lot of blocks that could be there. And without really tuning in and really sitting with you in like this bigger way of like really thinking through your whole body, um, and having a little information, I wouldn't feel comfortable saying exactly how long I think it will take, but I do think that you might be in it for a little longer. I'm feeling that it's gonna
And
be.
forehead is future thinking. It's our future thinking. And so with all of these shifts that you're going through, you're re-changing the way you think about things. And so now the future is totally unclear, because before, oh, this is how I live life and this is how it just happened.
This is my checklist.
Yeah, now you're like, it's like shook etch a sketch, and you're like, wait, now what's the path? What's the pattern? I don't know where to go from here. So yeah, you just kind of gotta sit with it.
A lot of times when you're in this kind of womb of no thing, really,
Mm-hmm.
some people can say dark night of the soul. I don't know if that's what you're going through. Dark night of the soul definitely feels womb of no thing for sure. When I had this experience, it was near the beginning of like me being a healer and working on people. I was disconnected. Like I felt so disconnected with anything to do with me. Like I could not channel. Anytime I was like, okay, what about this thing or this thing? Source was like, nope, black, nothing, nothing. You were in nothing. And I felt like I had to get really comfortable in nothing. Had to get really comfortable in water. And I think that's pretty common with new healers and new people to the journey. I don't know if you're new to the journey or not. I don't want to insult you at all if you're not new to the journey. Maybe new to a modality or new to something, new to shifting. So if you would like to get together or even maybe bring this stuff up to your coach and kind of ask some questions, we would love to help you out if that feels right to you in a more specific way. Okay, we have time for one more, and then we'll pull the card for the whole
Woo! Woo!
the whole class. Or whole group class. For the whole class.
It's not just life. I always consider life my classroom. I always say I'm a student to life.
That's true. Jennie, so I always want to remember when we were talking about that word, the word when you believe in all religion. What is that word?
Omnism.
Omnism. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I forget that?
Yeah, omnist is what a person that believes in all religions, and omnism is the religion. It's not really a religion, but yeah, that is so beautiful. Took me a long time to get there. So I was so mad when I was leaving my childhood organized religion. I was literally looking for a new one, and I would study their religious text, and I'd be like, it's the same. Then I'd get another one. Ah, that one's the same. And then like 6 or 7 in, I was like, they're all the same.
They're all the same.
They're all the same. They just use different words and have different names. And
omniscient.
Omnism.
Omnism.
Yeah.
Omnism.
It is interesting because it's close to omniscient, which means all knowing, all knowing. Omniscient is all knowing.
Omnism.
Power.
Okay, lovelies. Does any takers? Does anyone want to be our last personal reading before we breed for the whole room?
Yeah, omniscient means knowing everything. So omnism, and it's spelled, OMNISCIENT, and then omnism, OMNISISM. So knowing everything, knowing all the religions. That totally makes sense. I love our language. Is so fun sometimes.
It's fun when like crazy stuff and you're like, oh, that's it. Like when you start to see like ancient symbolism and ancient texts in like everyday life, and you see people like their logos of their business is my favorite. And you're like, oh, do they know? Like, do they know what that symbol means, or do they just think of it's cute? Like I find myself driving down the road thinking that. Do they know?
Yeah.
Do they know? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's time to pull a card for the class.
Card for the class. I got the rose.
Mm.
Unconditional love. Unconditional love. I feel like we could all use some unconditional love. So if everyone wants to just take a second, and I'm going to read a little bit. If you want to just get situated in your chair, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just feel that rose energy coming in. Feel that unconditional love and support of your guides, of your ancestors, divine masculine, divine feminine, of, of Jennie.
Read my card I pulled.
Okay. Taking deep breaths in. Jennie and I don't take much too serious, guys, so if you came for serious channeling.
Enlightenment means to lighten up.
All right. So I want you guys to kind of go back to that closed-eyed space if you opened your eyes. And the affirmation we're just going to say to ourselves is, I encounter love in all of my relationships, and I love these encounters. I give out love, and it is returned to me in multiplied many folds. I encounter love in all of my relationships, and I love these encounters. I give out love, and it is returned to me multiplied manyfold. Unconditional love represents harmony and balance that we can find in all relationships. Unconditional love can be found in all relationships. Listen to your heart desires and become the challenge. The answer is yes.
All is well with the world and with me. Well-being is my natural state. Everything I need comes to me easily and effortlessly. I feel joy and express it to others as I look around and see all the love that we share. I take pleasure in all that I have accomplished. Whatever attention I receive or don't receive, I am serene. For I know full well what it took for me to get where I am. I celebrate myself and all who traveled the road with me and feel grateful to Spirit for being my companion always.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that deck too.
I've never really felt called to it, but today I'm like, yes, why am I not using this more? It's back on the top.
We love hanging out with you guys. It's been super fun. Jennie and I are here live on Wednesdays, 6:00
Ish. Mountain Standard
ish, 6:00 ish, till 1 hour ish from there.
Time.
And we just like to hang out with you guys. We like to give you, this community of ours gives so much to us, and we like to just get back and chat with you all, catch up, see how you're doing, just spend some time winding down on Wednesday and getting through the rest of the week before the weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
If you'd like to join our community on Facebook, it's My Mind and Body Collective. You can check out all the fun stuff that we have on our website, mymindbodycollective.com.
Or you can hang out with Jennie and I every Tuesday in Rising, our online group journey, group healing program that is all about connecting to your inner child and reparenting so that you feel all the love that you need.
Yes.
Oh, Jen, we love you too. Thank you for that.
So much love. And so fun to meet all of you new beautiful souls.
Are you ready, Jennie? Are we ready to say bye?
Yeah. No,
I thought you were clicking.
I don't like to say goodbye.
It's like, it's one of those things where you have to be like, okay, 1, 2.
No, you hang up. Okay, bye. We love you.
Bye, everyone.